My stepmother said, "You don't belong on this trip." She erased my name from the guest list, replaced me with my half-brother's friend. At boarding, she smirked. "Go home." Everyone looked away, even my father, but then the crew turned to me and said, "Welcome aboard, owner." I was 10 when my mother died. A year later, Evelyn moved in, bringing her son, Julian. From day one, Evelyn made it her mission to erase my mother's memory. She convinced my father to sell our old house, pack away the family photos, and slowly, systematically, push me out of my own family. My father, blinded by her or maybe just too weak to fight, went along with it. I became a ghost in my own home. The tipping point happened last month. My grandfather, my mother's father, passed away. He was a quiet man who lived in maritime logistics, or so I thought. He left me a sealed envelope, instructing me not to open it until my 21st birthday, which happened to be the day of our family's annual summer trip. This year, Evelyn had spent months planning a massive Mediterranean cruise. She talked about it constantly. "It's a family-only bonding experience," she'd say, looking right through me. The morning of the flight, I arrived at the private terminal with my luggage. Julian was there, along with his best friend, Connor. Evelyn saw me and stopped dead in her tracks. She blocked the entrance. "What are you doing here, Leo?" she asked, her voice dripping with artificial sweetness. "I'm boarding the flight," I said, holding my passport. She laughed, a sharp, ugly sound. "Oh, honey, there's been a mistake. I checked the guest list this morning. You don't belong on this trip. I replaced your name with Connor's weeks ago. We needed someone who actually fits into this family." My stomach dropped. I looked past her at my father. He was staring at his phone, refusing to meet my eyes. "Dad?" I called out. "Are you serious right now?" He cleared his throat, still looking away. "Leo, just don't make a scene. Evelyn managed the bookings. Go home. We'll talk when we get back." Julian and Connor smirked, whispering to each other. Evelyn leaned in close, her eyes glittering with malice. "Go home, Leo. You're holding up the real family." The humiliation was a physical weight. Everyone in the terminal line looked away. No one wanted to watch a son get discarded like trash, but I didn't cry. Instead, a strange, freezing coldness washed over me. I remembered the envelope in my jacket pocket. I pulled it out, tore it open, and read the document inside. I looked up at the private charter gate. It wasn't just any commercial flight. It was a luxury line managed by Aegis Maritime, the firm my grandfather built from the ground up. The document in my hand was a fully executed transfer of trust. As of midnight, I owned the holding company. I owned the charter service. I owned the plane they were trying to board. I walked past Evelyn toward the boarding gate. "Hey, didn't you hear me?" Evelyn snapped, reaching for my arm. "Security, stop him." Two gate agents and the head crew member, a sharp man in a tailored uniform named Captain Vance, stepped forward. Evelyn smiled triumphantly, expecting me to be dragged out. Captain Vance looked at Evelyn, then looked down at the tablet in his hand. Finally, he looked at me. His posture instantly straightened. He took off his hat and bowed his head respectfully. "Welcome aboard, owner," Captain Vance said, his voice echoing clearly across the quiet terminal. "We've been expecting you. Mr. Sterling, the captain's suite is prepared, and the manifest is awaiting your final signature." The silence that followed was deafening. Evelyn's smirk vanished. Her face went completely pale. "What? No, there's a mistake. He's a child. I paid for this charter." "Actually, ma'am," Captain Vance replied, his voice freezing cold, "you paid a deposit to a subsidiary corporation. This entire vessel and the company operating it belongs exclusively to Mr. Sterling. He holds the absolute right of manifest." My father finally looked up, his jaw dropping. "Leo, what is this?" I didn't answer him. I took the tablet from Captain Vance. I looked at the guest list. Evelyn's name, Julian's name, Connor's name. With a simple swipe of my thumb, I removed them. "Captain Vance," I said quietly, my voice devoid of anger, filled only with absolute finality. "The guest list is incorrect. Please remove these 4 individuals from the flight. They will not be boarding." "Right away, sir," Vance said, signaling the airport security officers. Evelyn threw a tantrum, screaming that she would sue, while Julian looked like he was about to cry. My father took a step toward me, his hands shaking. "Leo, please, we're your family." I looked him dead in the eye. "You told me not to make a scene, Dad," I whispered. "So please, just go home. We'll talk when I get back." I turned my back on them, handed the tablet back to the captain, and walked down the jet bridge alone. I didn't look back once.